Today is Friday, the 19th of April. A beautiful day so far, and we hope it gets better even. And it's really a joy to talk to you and to come into your home. So wherever you have your visual aid here. And tomorrow we have kind of busy. We have a funeral I have a funeral at down in Zilla for Sherry O'Shea, who's related to a lot of people here in the valley. I just found out this morning another person that she's related to. I had a funeral last week. I went out to a funeral last week, and I was reminded of the instruction that somebody gave me when I first came to Yakima 66 years ago. Be careful who you're talking about, because you might be talking to someone about their cousin. And so I'm very careful of that. There's so many relationships, close and distant relationships among families here. So we have a retreat tomorrow too with confirmation candidates, kids. That's down at LaSalle High School, starting at what time, Sean?
8:30.
Starting at 8:30, yeah. And it gets over at 6. And we want to thank the Knights of Columbus and all the people who have really volunteered to help with that retreat, and then the Catholic students up at Ellensburg, at the university up there, and who are going to be kind of the leaders of this retreat. And Sean, of course, has gone through all the work of getting it ready, and we want to thank him too for taking care of our young people. Then, of course, we have reconciliation at 4 here, and then Mass 5:30, and continuing things. Sunday we have a baptism at the evening Mass again, and Monday I'm still going to the wound clinic up at the hospital. I hope it's the last time I have to go to take care of that wound on my leg that came from a removal of a growth, and got infected. It was been a mess the last almost 3 months, but hopefully that'll be over this week. Wednesday, we have training for our visitation team, by our visitation team from our Sunday visitor, training for our Capital Fund campaign, which we're really kind of kicking off next Wednesday. The training's at 6 o'clock in the
Assembly place.
Huh?
Assembly place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's over right next to our church, Cathedral Church. Yeah, a gathering place. And we have invited and personally invited, and so has our president of our parish council, Rick, of our parish finance board, Rick, and I've also asked president of our parish council too, and her husband, the Hazes, to invite people on our parish council. It's a very important meeting. Part of our Capital Fund drive is visitation of certain people who have been very generous donors to our parish, and we're going to ask people for sizable donations for the reconstruction and renewal of our parish center, which was formerly our school. And so the training for the team, and I hope if anybody wants to join that, beyond that team that I haven't contacted, would like to be part of that visitation group, please tell me on Sunday when you come to Mass, and we'll add you to the list. It's very important that each person in the parish be prepared to make a generous sacrificial contribution for the restoration of our parish center. We're really at a loss now, and things that's just not adequate in any way. The religious education program is it's struggling along, but it's really in shambles from what it should be, because you don't have the room to gather the kids in numbers that are teachable. We have huge crowds in there for confirmation practice, for all kinds of adult education, and also for our youth. It just is not working out. We need this space as soon as possible, and they're working over there right now. The good news about this whole drive is that we've kind of pledged to try to raise $3.5 million. But our diocese, the Diocese of Yakima, has plans to share the use of that building with us, and they will provide the rest of the necessary funds. And because it's going to cost, I can see in the vicinity of $8 or $9 million to completely restore the place. We only got a couple of million, or less than a couple of million, from the insurance when the damage was done. We had over $1 million in savings, but the rest of it is going to could be anywhere from 8 to 10 million. I can see, but I'm not sure of the exact funds yet. Not only restoring, but improving the whole building with new air conditioning, heating. All the plumbing has to be redone because the things were such a mess. And then we went into the walls to repair the leaks in it. We found that the whole plumbing system had to be replaced, and that's what costing us so much of the money. But it's going to take a little longer because we want to restore the whole building, not just part of it, and make it usable. And we can hardly wait to get it done. It'd probably take a few extra months. We were hoping to get it done by this September, but maybe part of it will be usable. Or we've been limited to the gym and cafeteria for a couple of years now, and it's really not adequate for our needs. So anyways, get with it. You'll hear more about this next week and the week after, especially. We talk about what has to be done and what we're hoping to do. We really depend on so many people who have come before us who have made this facility available to us. Back in the 40s, when it was built, the people were very, very generous, and it's as a result of their generosity and work that we're able to use the fruits of their labors. And we want to leave also this building available for the future generations, and that's what the opportunity given to us now. So we ask you to pray about your coming gift, and as I mentioned before, I said we discern how much we can give, and then we hope and pray that you'll at least double it, because it is supposed to be a sacrificial gift, and when we give to continue God's work. In a couple of weeks, Wednesday, we have the training then for the visitation team for people that are going out visiting homes. We also have confirmation practice for questions and answers that I'm going to be going over to the confirmation class to later on at 7:30 that evening after the training to answer any questions they have and help them to understand the beauty and magnificence of the sacrament of confirmation. Not this next week, but Monday, May 6th, I remind you that all the priests are going on a retreat with our bishop over at Tacoma area, and the Archbishop Burnett Retreat Center there, and we'll be gone on retreat that week from the 6th to the 10th of May. Adult confirmation rehearsal will be on Wednesday, next week, Wednesday, May the 1st at 6 p.m. And we're going to have it in the gymnasium because Father Jesus has planned a Mass for the Feast of St. Joseph the Worker that same day in the cathedral. So we're just going to transfer that practice over to the gymnasium of the school. RCIA begins on Tuesday, the 30th of April. It's a week and a half away yet, but we hope that a lot of you will invite someone to come and find out what the church is all about. Come and see. Come and see. That's the invitation we should give. If anybody you know, and even your families or your neighbors or your people you go to school with or shop with or whatever, friends, invite friends and family to come with you. It's also a great review of the teaching of the church for us who have been Catholics all our lives too. So that OCIA, Order of Christian Initiation of Adults, begins on Tuesday evening on the 30th of April at 7 o'clock in the assembly place. We also do our first confessions that evening from 5 to 7. Gonna be kind of a busy evening, but National Day of Prayer, by the way, is coming on Thursday, the 2nd of May, and there's going to be opportunity for joining prayer with people of all our different denominations at the Grace of Christ Presbyterian Church, formerly First Pres, down on the Avenue, on 8th and Yakima Avenue. And the church will be open then from 10:30 in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon to join in there for prayer if you'd like to go there and join them. Let's see, Wednesday the 1st of May, what do we have that day? Well, that's a confirmation rehearsal, don't we? Yeah, okay. And the limit of registering for adult confirmation is this Monday. Isn't it this Monday?
Yeah, April 22nd.
Yeah, don't put it off. We just can't handle it anymore and get the paperwork done. And we need this Monday as the deadline to register. I want to thank you indeed for your continuing support and help, and we're always here for you. You heard about what happened last Sunday. Father Darrell, after Mass, he was attacked by a demented person, really, with a fire extinguisher. It was sprayed right in his face and his eyes and mouth and everything, and it was just a horrible mess, and they trashed the sacristy. We had to have a professional group come in and clean it up. I invite you, I ask you to be especially vigilant when you come to Mass. These things are happening, these acts of violence, all over the country. And sometimes they're deliberate against somebody, but this time it was just a kind of a random act. The person was really hallucinating about the cartel being after them. And Father Darrell happened to be the one that was there. I think he took my place. They might have been looking for me, but I wasn't there, thank God. I'm not happy he got it, but I'm privileged. I'm happy that I didn't get the blast of that toxic material from the fire extinguisher after Mass. Any questions or concepts you have that we'd like to talk about? Give me a call. We're here always for you. I'm grateful, especially to Sean at this confirmation time, because it adds to a great deal to his own work schedule. That he doesn't even have a schedule. He has to just pick up so many odds and ends these days, and we're really grateful to him. Thank you for your continuing support. It's my pleasure to ask God's blessing upon you, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen.